Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 of house number 2 of season 3. So today we're going to continue working on the house that we started in the first part. So just kind of be aware, if you didn't see the first part, you might want to go check that out before you kind of continue with this one, or continue to watch this one, then go back, as long as I hit the views for it, right? So thank you guys for watching. So how about we get started and continue working on this house? So we got this far in the first part, pretty far. You can kind of see the house taking its shape finally. But we still have quite a bit more work to do. So how about we start on finishing the front here? So what we're going to do to finish the front is we have these quartz things here, right? These quartz slabs. What we're going to do is, using your cobblestone stairs, you're going to place one on each side of pretty much the very ends, right? And it's kind of have it come all the way out and kind of touch with where the house would connect for everything. Just like that. Very, very simple. Shouldn't be too complicated. So what we're going to do is add a upside down stair to this now. And you're gonna kind of see the pattern here. Just keep working your way up, and just keep doing this until you meet in the middle, and then you should be good to go. And it should come to a perfect point up at the very top here, just like this. Boom, perfect, exactly what we want. Now, using your slabs, what we're gonna do, actually, we're gonna replace the two very first bottom upside down stairs. Replace them with full blocks. So I'm just gonna put two slabs together. And then have your slabs come all the way out and connect to both sides. Just kind of encloses things a little bit, makes it look a little bit cleaner. And then using your pillar court blocks, kind of just add in your pillar courts to kind of, finish in this area right here that we have left over. Now, you might notice I'm placing a couple extra blocks because I want to make sure I use the side portions of these pillar court blocks. And I do not want to use the vertical portion of them. To me, just this way it looks a little bit better and more clean when you fully get it all together. I'm just going to finish these off here by putting those, and perfect. Now when we actually look at it from the front, looks a little bit better. We don't have big holes and everything, right? Which is like the main thing, is what we want. So now using our slabs, we're going to continue what we had here. So just kind of continue the slabs coming all the way around and around the corner. And what we're going to do is start right here on the edge again, kind of like what we did over there. And this time, we're just going to kind of keep coming up just like this. But we need to find a starting point for where this one's going to start. The best way to do this is start where the last one left up at the top. So we're going to start right here, work our way back down, and just kind of continue what we were doing earlier. So just kind of keep coming up. Now, obviously, this roof will be a little bit taller, the fact being that it's a bigger portion of roof that we're adding. So, again, I'm not sure if it's going to come to an odd point, an even point. We're just going to have to wait and see. If it does come to a odd point, we will have one block left in the middle. We fully connect the two, and it's a very simple fix. I'm sure you guys probably know it at this point from my other tutorials, but we will use a upside down stair and a slab to finish it off. But it looks like it's coming to a perfect point, exactly what we want. That's what is preferred. It looks the best. And just like that, boom, we have that set ready to go. Now what we can do is, again, adding in our pillar quartz. Make sure they're sideways, so that way it just looks a little bit more clean and professional. We want to be professionals here. Not really, but, we want to be as close as possible. And for these, you want to come all the way over because, remember, we have a little bit more roof to cover here. So you notice that we're not going to continue this one over because of the fact that, we want to add in a stair here. And we might, I guess we can't replace that one, can we, because of that. So what we might even do is just make this into a solid block. Kind of fixes that gap that you have in between the two. And now just continue what we were doing. So just kind of add these in here. Again, I'm just going to delete the extra blocks as we go. All the ones that we do not need, we will just get rid of because we do not need all of them. But in order to get the sideways quartz, that's what we need to do. So just kind of keep working your way up. Perfect. And best rule of thumb is just kind of add them where the upside down stairs are. And then you should be good. Because as long as you can have the normal stairs come up and across, you're fine. So just like these, we can delete, and our regular stairs will be on top of those. Boom, perfect, ready to go. And the next thing we're going to work on is the front door. So now that we got that done, right? Actually, let's add in a slab here, kind of like what we did on the front porch. Just kind of have it come over here and connect with the sides, and just add a stair there. And there we go, perfect. And let's take a step back, see how it looks. Again, you can see that it's a very big portion of the roof. But again, it is a bigger portion. That's why it is bigger. And if you even want to, you can add in some upside down stairs here. one of my favorite things to do is add something just like this. Looks very nice, kind of separates things a little bit. Just adds a little bit more detail, not much, but a little bit. It just looks a little bit better. So there we go. Okay, so now we need to work on the front porch. We need to kind of get our door set up and ready to go. So coming from our left side where this stair is, we're going to come back 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 blocks at the max, right? On the 5th block, come all the way over and connect with the other wall, just like this. And this is where your front door is going to go. So these walls here can stack all the way up. The one on the right side of the house, on my left at the moment. But if you're looking at the front, the right side, can come all the way up even with that one. Now this one on the left can actually just come up and meet with everything else. Can just kind of match up, you know, brick to brick pretty much. And just make sure it looks nice, and you should be able to tell where it should go and where it fits. So for the actual front porch, we're just going to kind of fill it in with stone here. Does not need to be anything else. This looks very clean, very nice. And boom, there we go. Now as for the front door itself, it's going to be a 2 wide since we have an even number. And what I'm thinking maybe is we're going to use just plain regular doors that you have in the game. We're not going to use those big fake ones that actually don't close. That way if you want to play in survival, this works as well. So what we're going to do is we are going to use, what kind of glass do we want to use for this house? I'm thinking maybe black stained glass. What we're going to do is come up 1, 2, 1, 2, and kind of come over and connect. That's where our front doors are going to go. Perfect, ready to go. But we're also going to keep stacking it up a little bit, all the way until we get even with this slab here, because what we're going to do is kind of have all these come over and connect with our pillar quartz coming all the way over. Now these bricks here, you might notice that, you know, they're kind of in the way. We can get rid of these because we do not need them there. So we can get rid of them, and we can even just replace it with a upside down, or what we can do is just kind of replace it with a cobblestone stair like that. Either one works. It's really up to you on what you want to do. I'm going to replace it with the cobblestone stair. I think it looks a little bit better that way. Just kind of keep coming back with these. Again, make sure they're sideways. Do not make sure they're not vertical, and have it come all the way up and even with the glass there. And boom, now you have a roof above it. Looks very clean, very nice. You have some very big windows. And if you don't like how big the window actually looks, you know, it kind of looks a little bit out of place. What you can always do is using some brick slabs, kind of separate them up a little bit, right? I mean, maybe have something like this here. They kind of separate all the ones together, and just adding that small little thing makes a world of difference. Or you can use your stairs like this. You know, there's so many different options that you can really do to make things look a little bit better, you know, and more clean. So there's so many ways of doing different things, but I'm going to keep it like that. I think that looks very nice, very clean, like we said. So we're going to keep it like that. Okay, so I'm going to put our brick slabs away. So we're going to come over to the left side of the house. We're going to continue working on the main frame. So you might notice that, again, I have an outline here. This is just for me. I will still be counting all the blocks. If I do miss, you know, I cannot count every single block. I will place some that I did not count. So try to use common sense and, you know, kind of pay attention to what I'm doing here, just in case you do miss something. So we have the left side right here. We have this block or these stairs coming all the way up. What we're going to do is come out with our stone, 1, 2 more blocks, have a gap of 2, not 3, gap of 2, put another 2 blocks, same thing, gap of 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, just like that. So we should have 2 windows here, 2 by 2 windows pretty much. We're going to leave those blank for now, just kind of finish our frame here. So we're going to come back 1 on this 3rd block here, and we're going to have it come out back to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more blocks with our stone. We're going to turn to the left, so kind of facing the front door, and we're going to come in 1 more block, so we should have a 2 block wide corner here. Come 3 blocks away on the 4th block, add your next stone block, and then count 3. So you should have 2 blocks on each side of the window, and you're going to kind of see that throughout this house as kind of symmetrical, you know, when it comes to the windows. So we're going to come back again, 1, 2, 3. Come back a lot of turns here on the back side, I know. So next we're going to turn it in again towards the inside front door, and we're going to come back 1, 2, 3 to the left. So on this 3rd block that we added, you're going to add in a stone piece right here. Now what we're going to do is come diagonal, place another one, come diagonal one more time, place another stone block, and then come over 1, 2, 3 blocks. And kind of repeat what you did just earlier, kind of coming back the other way. So 1, 1, 2 should be symmetrical on both sides. And then come over 1, 2, 1, 2. We should have a 3 wide window here. All right, so now we're almost at the garage area pretty much. So we're going to come back 2 more blocks after that second block and come over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. And then you should be even with the edge of the garage here. And from here, I'm not going to count. You're just going to connect the 2 sides together. And boom, just like that. So the garage side, we can actually just make this into a solid stone, or solid brick, excuse me. I'm going to leave this last block open just so we can do our stair thing. We're going to do that on a lot of the corners here just to make it look a little bit better and give it more curb appeal. But stack it all the way up, even with where the brick ends on the garage area. So just like that, we can do our stair thing here. If you did not pay attention in the first episode, we would do stair, upside down stair, stair, upside down stair, just kind of, doing the same thing over and over again. So just like that is how it should look when you are done. Okay. And what we might even do is add in another layer of brick on top of our court stairs here. That's what I was thinking of. Couldn't think of the word for a second, but I finally thought of it. Just have this come all the way around. And then you should be even with having a upside down stair on the very top, which is what we want because that way it looks the best, it looks the more clean, it looks better just all the way around. There we go. So next we're going to do is this wall right here, even with the garage, the backside wall of the garage. We're going to make this all brick as well. We might add in a door, but for now it is fine. If we want to add windows, we can always do it later. But first of all, we want to make sure we get in. Oop, I threw my block. We just want to make sure we get the wall set and ready to go. Okay, so you should have your stone set up, right? I mean, if you did it just like me. Again, just kind of take your time. If I did skip a block or if it didn't make sense to you, maybe pause the video, just kind of see what I was talking about with all the numbers there. I know there's a lot of twists and turns and lefts and rights there. That's why it is really hard to describe exactly every single block I'm placing. But I did try my best for you guys because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys a good quality product at the end of the day. So how do we want to do this? So the end goal is we want this wall over here to connect with over here, right? So we need to figure out how we're going to do that because it actually ends up in the middle of a window. So what we might do is with this window right here, right? We're going to come right here. Actually, we do not want to place on the corner because of the upside down and whatever stairs we do on the corners. What we're going to do is stack this all the way up even, give or take with where the front is. Kind of do this next to the window as well. And basically on every side of the window, right, you can kind of stack up on the ones closest to the inside towards the window. If it does have a edge like this, we don't really have to do our upside down stair. In that, regards, it would not look good to have it there, so we can kind of just hold it off. So when you get to the big bay window here, what we're going to do is this one piece here diagonal, you're actually going to leave that the way it is. You're not going to add any brick there or anything. But the ones just after that, you will. So on the corners, you can kind of stack these all the way up. Boop, boop, boop. Again, stack them up all the way even with where everything else is. And just like this. So on the bay window, this will be the last one that we actually stack up all the way. So when we get done with this, right here will be the last place we actually stack it up all the way. So you should have a big bay window, something just like this. And with all of our other places of stone, we can actually just add in our stone coming all the way up and matching up with all the other brick seams and everything else that we've done. Again, we're going to do our thing there with our stairs. And again, guys, I'm trying to describe this as best as I can with also moving as fast as I can at a reasonable pace to hopefully get you guys, enough time to, figure this out. But also, I want to make sure, I'm not going to be dragging it along, So with these windows here over on the left side of the house, right? We're not going to do our fences because we only do the fences when we have a odd number window. Since these are even number windows, we are not going to do that. So our court stairs will be the exact same. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Come 3 blocks up on the 4th block, add in our upside down, just like that. But again, we're not doing the birchwood fence in the middle because there is no middle on something like this. It would just look really weird and stupid. So that's why we're not doing it. So we're going to do our stair thing. So if you notice on here, the stairs face this way, right? Because of the fact that that's where the front of the house is. So what we want to do is actually when you do your upside down stairs and stairs, whatever thing, corner, we actually do not want to place them this way, right? We don't want to face them the side of the house. We want them facing the back. That way they're the same orientation when you look at it from either side. They're not kind of off angles and stuff like that. So it should look something like this from the side, so it looks very symmetrical. Okay, very simple. Hopefully you guys understood that. If you didn't, again, just kind of take your time. So this wall here, we don't have any windows, so we can make this into a solid brick wall. Again, this one's not going to go all the way up. This will just go with where the left side of the house ends. So about, half the distance up from the ones over there. So we do have a window here this time. And also, this is another corner, so we can get rid of that. We're going to stack up on the both sides of this. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of just keep stacking up with our brick. We're actually making pretty good time, too, here. Just kind of connect both these sides together. Just like that. Boom. Bada bing. And then we can add in our stone here since we know where the window is going to be. Again, let's do our same thing. Quartz stairs. Fourth block up. Add in your upside down. With your brick coming across and connecting the two sides. Just like that. Now again, since we have a 3 wide window, we will do our birchwood fence this time. Only on even numbers is when we do not do it, unless it's a very big window, we might. But most of the time, you don't really have too many big windows in a house like this. So, okay, that's set and ready to go. Now let's set up our stairs here. Again, we want all these facing the back. You don't really want any of them facing the side, like how we've had some of them. Did I do that? There we go. I said it wrong. There we go. Same thing here. This one we want facing the back as well. And just kind of keep stacking them up. And they should have a upside down stair at the very end. Again, just adding that small little detail. Look how much detail it adds to the actual house. Look at the architecture it adds when you do something that small. And guys, we're already at 17 minutes, but we actually got quite a bit done in this part. We got some of the roof done for the front. But for the main part, we actually got quite a bit done, guys. We got the main frame set and ready to go. So I think that's it for this part. So thank you for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated as always. I will see you guys tomorrow for part 3 of this house. I'm not sure how many parts there will be, but again, we do not do interior to these houses. That's going to be something that's more left up to you to do. But I'm sure you guys can do it because I'm horrible at interior anyways. So bye-bye, guys, and thank you very much for watching.